a lot of time. But yeah, but we still ain't some broad though. We definitely playing some broad. Let's see what my boy Trap talking about.
What drill rapping
God damn, the boy head clean.
My son, he sent me some videos, and it is alarming.
At one time, the Bronx was a thriving community.
This one about the Bronx burning. Oh shit, RICO's for the drillers. Okay, now that's clever. Us don't be outside.
That started to change.
We not niggas out, bro. We not moving on niggas out. We not just pissing on myself.
And this nigga that got caught in the mirrors. No, Montclair.
His name was Rara.
Yeah. Before he died, 2 days before he died, he said, I'm gonna kill you when I see you. Look how that worked.
These individuals want to get credit for the harm that they're doing.
The gangs are accused of operating out of public housing and often stalking.
All the cousins is locked up, ain't they?
Why y'all running out building? Why you running? Why y'all running? We are allowing music, displaying of guns, violence. We're allowing it to stay on the site.
Oh shit, it's a bunch of thug shit.
Alright, what is up everybody? We gonna talk about New York drill. Probably one of the wildest scenes in rap, period. 7 years ago, there was a huge explosion with Brooklyn drill. And the feds started doing gangs.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke. R.I.P. Pop Smoke, bro. He ain't crazy like the little niggas now in New York. He ain't that crazy. He wasn't that crazy like niggas now. Like, holy, niggas doing drills and Montclair coats and shit. I don't know what's going on. All right.
Sweeps, taking everybody down one by one.
God
it got so
damn.
crazy. We got shootings happening in Times Square involving established rappers.
This week's gunfire in Times Square, police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kumina Elijah of Brooklyn.
Since 2017, the NYPD has used facial recognition technology, or FRT, in 22,000 cases. Because there's so many cameras in New York, the internet gets their hands on the footage of their favorite rappers involved in shootouts and moving traffic.
God damn, there's cameras everywhere in New York.
Near delis. I mean, some of the songs that were going viral. Every other line was someone smoking on someone's dead ops. Crews would boast about those same crimes and put them in music.
Yo, trapgeek, I hope you get more consistent, my nigga. Like on a real note, get more consistent, my nigga. Like you took, what was his last vid? Hold on, what was his last vid? Shit crazy, like 9 months ago, nigga. Wait, what the fuck have you been doing? Hold on. Bro, 9 months ago. Bro, trap, bro. You gotta get back. Dude, what the fuck? And that was on the King Slime shit. Yeah, bro, I need you to get more consistent. Holy. Niggas enjoy your videos, bro.
You had the city's mayor, Eric Adams, coming out in a press conference wanting to ban drill music, even expanding and investing into different departments that tracks everybody's pages online.
Much of that work is done here at the NYPD's Real-Time Crime Center.
They're bragging about what they're doing. Social media has proven to be an invaluable tool.
A few years ago, the Bronx
beat over there.
Maybe one of the sickest boroughs in the city.
The society in the Bronx is horrible. Rappers from the Bronx to stop using the music to encourage shootings.
I remember in the 90s, kids were throwing fridges off the roofs of the River Park Tower projects in the Bronx. And now the kids from RPT are getting indicted by the dozens on federal racketeering and conspiracy charges.
Niggas don't care about me, my heart. Like, my heart only been like 3 months. Like, niggas really forgot about me already. Like,
with the government trying to pin them for everything from murder all the way to animal cruelty. Talking about one of the most infamous drill voices in the scene, D-Thang, who was talking shit to a pigeon on an Instagram live stream with his boys, then shooting it dead for 100 viewers.
Yo, little mate.
Yo, niggas shooting pigeons and shit, what the fuck? Yo, shooting at pigeons is crazy. Pigeons?
Right here.
What the fuck did a pigeon do?
You gonna pick them up? I can't look.
See, everything in New York was getting done for clout, followers, and numbers. With shootings spiking from 200 all the way to 500 last year. It's all young kids, aged 13 and 15, maneuvering the back alleys in the looping hills in the Bronx, using scooters to carry out hits in broad day.
The fuck was that? What did I just see?
Alleys in the looping hills in the Bronx, using scooters.
Oh, wait. Huh? Is he on his phone?
To carry out hits in broad day.
This gang
I can't tell if he was slumped
pack-like searches.
or he on his phone. But the nigga in the front,
we're
look,
getting
he's like
all this, but
slumped.
first, check out my song of the day.
Holy.
This is my guy Millie's. Let's go.
I'm trying to send someone to urgent before they make me a patient. With the stroller in a hospital hallway pacing. Put it on my mama.
Why have I seen him before?
My shit blazing. That out of town is when I close when I'm aiming. My only mission was to stay alive. I'm trying to make it.
It's Squid Games for understand it.
Ease my pain and popping perks like penicillin.
Alright, we're going to the Bronx to understand this story. Get ready to see wild shit. I mean, you got gangs dressing as Squid Games for Halloween, and it's not to go trick-or-treating. For the last 2 summers, Bronx drill was everywhere. On TikTok, radio stations, you got 3 to 4 sets of different cousins, blood-related, all established rappers, beefing with each other because of block politics.
That's my cousin. No, both of them are your cousins. Everybody's like, wait, hold up, they cousins, they're going at it, but he's cousins.
Can't wait to see Auntie now. Huh.
Because y'all all family, technically, could you ever see all of y'all reconciling? Nah, I don't think so.
Wow. The music in the Bronx is super high energy, sometimes too high. Like these kids got ADD or something. The Bronx has the biggest dropout rate in all of New York. And
Dropout? God
Kids going to
damn.
school in rival territories with different campuses getting metal detectors in them to squash gang shootings. This, of course, is the rapper Ahqiiimp, with 100 million views on YouTube in 2 years of rapping, coming out of the Cortlandt projects in the South Bronx, aka home of extortion. In 2009, the Cortlandt homes was subject to a police sweeping called Operation Bad Apple, which took down 52 people for racketeering and gang conspiracy. The NYPD even went on to build a police building right across the street from the projects called PSA 7, even though a precinct and a Bronx borough court are literally a few blocks away. Cortland's home to popular rappers like B-Love and Ahqiiimp. Shah, who's known for having a deep-ass voice that doesn't really match his face, went to the rival school at the Mott Haven campus.
The final Helen is like that.
His hood, where he would bug out towards any kid that repped the rival gang, the YGs. He was making posts talking about YG killer, even hopping on Instagram lives at 12 years old saying directly to a YG kid named Wuladi that he was gonna spare him.
What's up, Via Wuladi? Huh? Yo, he said what's up, Via Wuladi? I know. I'm not gonna jump you, I'm gonna jump nooks.
5 years later, Wuladi would get murdered. See, the Young Gunners, or the YGs, is an infamous Bronx-made gang which started in 2003 in the Mott Haven houses and the Patterson houses, just 10 minutes away from Cortlandt. 2 detention centers in the Bronx, Horizons and Crossroads, are breeding grounds for gang recruitment, and the YGs were formed to combat the overwhelming numbers.
That's how it was over here, nigga. Bro, you go to one of them goddamn shit. Juvenile centers are we had, I don't know what the fuck it was called, but like the bad kids went to like a different school than where the fuck I had went. They go there and shit. And like it be gangs and shit in that motherfucker, bro. I ain't never been over there though, so fuck. I'm a good kid.
Are breeding grounds for gang recruitment.
Hell no,
the YGs were formed to combat the overwhelming numbers of Bloods in adult jails like Rikers Island. At one point, the YGs had dozens and dozens of different sets, all banging under its umbrella, with all sorts of different hoods spread out throughout the Bronx, forcing other blocks around them to create their own gangs in response to combat the YGs.
That's how close they was.
See this in the classic South Bronx joint, Shot Caller from French Montana.
Yo, French Montana don't even get took it seriously no more, bro. It was rumors that him and Ruby Rose getting dating, bro. They talking about some she doing bad, bro. Someone said she desperate. I was like, damn, she desperate? Damn, it's French Montana. He got some type of money. That boy French.
In the video, French is surrounded by YGs, and here you can see the leader, Drew Hef, who was killed a few years later at Club Tropicana, beaten on the head with the glass base of a hookah pipe. And when the glass shattered, his ops used a metal rod inside the hookah to continue pounding his head, leaving Drew Hef drenched in blood. He died in a coma a week later. The youngsters who oppose YGs often cite this event to antagonize them. YGs were notorious for violence themselves. Locals remember a horrific event that took place on April 16th of 2012, when a gang of YGs were drinking liquor on a hazy night, discussing who was the toughest in the crew. This crew of YGs made a 7-minute walk and stormed their rivals on Cortlandt Ave to see what they could catch. The Cortlandt buildings were empty, except for one kid. A 16-year-old named Noah Bala, aka Moses, was alone walking. Probably weighed about 90 pounds soaking wet. The YGs chased him, kicked him to the ground, and stomped him to death.
Damn! What? God damn!
Kids from the Cortlandt projects hold Noah's name in high regard. Be Love, whose hit song, If You Know You Know, got 16 million views when it was released 2 years ago, he actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortland youth named Yellow.
Come across the street. I can't even score with it. Nah, Floss, can you throw that up one more time? What the fuck you talking about? What you talking about? Come across the street.
The Bronx is so crazy. Dudes will
get right next to each other. Wait, what? He was, wait, what? Wait, huh? Wait, huh? What? I'm lost. This is him, the nigga? Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
If You Know You Know got 16 million views when it was released 2 years ago. He actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortland youth named Yellow.
Come across the street.
Oh, okay.
I can't even score with it. Nah, Floss, can you throw that up one more time? What the fuck you talking about? What you talking about? Come across the street.
The Bronx is so crazy. Dudes will get active in the courts, outside the courts, in front of police. They don't care.
What the fuck?
Now, Noah's death is brought up in dozens of drill songs, all to disrespect him and the Cortland projects. Notorious YG rapper D-Thang out of the River Park Towers, a YG stronghold in the West Bronx, made the song Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. In it, D-Thang has a cold-blooded line talking about the beating of Noah.
Just once I was like a fidget. If we catch a hoppy going like that midget.
That song is riddled with disses. The title itself sounds funny. Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. It's a direct shot at ahqiiimp, the rapper from Cortland, who was caught on camera getting a wedgie.
Oh. No, I can't let Miles give me this back. You gonna have to kill me, bro.
Getting a wedgie.
No, you gonna have to kill me in GTA, bro. In GTA, you gonna have to just kill me, bro. There's no way I'm going out like this. I'm swinging at niggas, bro. You gonna have to put me down, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gonna have to put me down. I ain't getting this down bad on camera, bro. I can't. Nigga getting a full ass wedgie, bro. I remember getting a wedgie by one of my aunties, nigga. Like what the fuck? Like, hell no, bro. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that shit. You gotta take me out, bro. You gotta take me out.
My new song. Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That.
Now D-Thang's home, RPT, the River Park Towers, alias the Death Towers, encompasses two 44-floor buildings and two 38-story buildings standing over the Harlem River. 8 years ago, the feds took down 20 of their top guys, wiping out the leaders, hiring security guards, and installing cameras to stop people from dealing drugs right outside. Then, the kids took over.
This is my brother for life, forever.
They continued drug dealing, robbing. The feds were actually finding illegal weapons in the music
it's crazy
videos
when the kids getting
and tying them to shootings.
You got shot, is that true?
Yeah, we know. What about mother we know?
New York has always had very strict gun laws. People wanted to know how these kids were getting their hands on weapons.
Hold on.
Very strict gun laws. People wanted to know how these kids.
It's just like the, kind of like the color of that motherfucker. Oh, what's that little Ruger in the back right there? You ain't got shit on him. I'm just. Y'all see the little Ruger? Yeah, y'all see that shit. Niggas got some money. I like this little light and shit right here.
Kids were getting their hands.
Yo, what is these called? I can put these in here. Put that shit right behind me. Hold on. What's these called?
Weapons,
looking at
ghost guns, these untraceable firearms made from parts you could purchase online. It's been wreaking havoc in the city.
If you're a child, if you're a convicted felon, you can go online and purchase these parts, get the parts, construct a firearm.
Serial numbers, untraceable, no background check, nothing. That is a problem.
The whole of 2021 was crazy. As the feds were tuning into Instagram lives, you could see stuff like rapper D-Thang with his own cousin, K-Flock, flashing out on each other for a live audience.
Yo, Muddy, don't do that, Muddy. Don't do that, Muddy.
If I see Stunner, you know I'm a whack 'em. Fuck that. No, I'm a clash.
Yeah, these two are cousins.
K-Flock is literally D-Thang's blood cousin, coming from the famous Little Italy part of Central Bronx, near the 48th precinct. K-Flock's own mom pretended in an interview not even to know who D-Thang was.
Him and D-Thang are cousins. I don't even know who that thing is.
Why, but why would she do
I'm the
that?
mom, and I'm confirming it. That's nowhere near related to me at all.
His gang, DOA, or Dead on Arrival, is an allegiance of 5 blocks.
That's what that shit stands for. Why do I always want to know what that shit stands for? And I ain't ever had the time to look that shit up because I didn't really give a fuck that much. That's what that shit mean? Dead on Arrival? Oh, shit. That's interesting. These are the gang names? Sevside, Rayway. Okay.
All of which are surrounded by YGs and Drillies, a vicious gang of bloods that also oppose K-Flock and his gang DOA.
Oh, Saab Flocka, come play. Come play today. You always playing on the internet. I want you to come play today.
Now, because the fans knew K-Flock as a crash-out specialist who would film his gang endeavors all for social media, this resulted in all his music getting more and more views.
Let me tell y'all what he did, bro. This nigga gonna call me to a mansion party full of ops. Ask Peque.
Yo, I was there. We was in there, but who was there?
That's what I'm saying.
Lock in there. Right the wrong nose.
Now, this would make his rivals upset, jealous. K-Flock would bring them into Instagram Live.
Niggas really be on live with they opposite.
Y'all scariness. I was volleying y'all. You never did nothing to me though. Really never did nothing to me.
That kid he was talking shit to is Rajiz, a YG member from the 800 block, literally a 15-minute walk away from K-Flock's hood. Now, just 2 weeks after they had that argument on Live, this YG kid Rajiz would preview a track called Real Facts, where he was going after K-Flock.
Hey, yo, How the fuck do it sound like this? What is that? Is this how they produced the song out? Like, why do it sound like this? It sound crazy.
While this was going on, the feds were catching these same YG kids on surveillance cameras, carjacking Toyota Camrys, Mercedes-Benzes, even robbing someone at gunpoint. A month later, on July 11th, those same YG goons were hunting in DOA territory, K-Flock's neighborhood. They only had to drive 6 minutes before stumbling upon a 13-year-old kid named J-Rip, who looked up to K-Flock with huge admiration. One kid hopped out of a black Honda Accord that had 3 orange racing stripes on its hood. The kid aimed his pistol, unloading into J-Rip, who stumbled into this cafe, Angels, bled out and died in front of customers. The same cafe, Angels, where K-Flock and Shaike were hanging out on a live stream a few months ago, right across the street from K-Flock's apartment.
Word to the God. Don't slide. Don't try to go like doing some stupid shit.
Word of J-Rip's murder got out quickly that day. The kid Rajiz, who was on live with Flock a few months prior, was now on social media mocking J-Rip's death. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found Rajiz in a private Uber. On the phone, 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly.
Damn! Wait, that's him in the back? That's who
hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly. And all this happened in Mount Hope.
Go back, I'm trying to see some shit. Go back. Oh shit, I'm trying to get the. So this is him. Oh, so that's what we saw in the beginning. So what did he? No, this nigga just probably looking around because he wouldn't just. I don't think trapgeek would just show a nigga just getting shot or dead in the car. I don't think he'd do that shit. But this, why he look slumped? Let me see, go back a little bit. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found Rajiz in a private Uber. On the phone, 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly. And all this happened in Mount Hope, a mile out from J-Rip's murder scene earlier that day. Ra's family learned about his death from a friend who was on the phone with him at the moment he was killed. Revenge does not heal losing loved ones, but Flock's fame was exponentially growing. He got an offer for his very first show upstate in Poughkeepsie, 2 hours out of New York City, where locals targeted him right away. 5 people were found shot, 1 stabbed, right outside the club Revel 32, as security at the venue scrambled, turning his tour bus into a makeshift ambulance, transporting victims to the hospital. The tour bus got shot up as well, because the people that were doing the shooting thought the K-Flock was inside it.
Most of these victims were occupants of a private bus that had been identified as being in multiple locations here in the city of Poughkeepsie.
But he managed to escape unharmed. The next day, K-Flock would pop out at Rolling Loud, New York for a surprise performance.
With the surprise performance, the next stars in New York, K-Flock and B-Love.
There's a bunch of fighting going on.
With another Bronx artist as their entourages clashed.
What the
thus
fuck?
Banning Flock from the festival for life. But all this beefing just boosted his profile.
That's what happens when you bring a bunch of niggas around. Holy. Let's be honest. Holy. Damn, dude, niggas be checking niggas' backgrounds when they be trying to set up these events. What the fuck y'all thought was gonna happen? happen, bro. I seen this all over Twitter. Like, what the fuck you thought was gonna happen when you invited this nigga to do a show here?
Banning Flock from the festival for life.
Banned it for
just
life.
boosted his profile. That same night, he would drop the song Being Honest with G Herbo, which now has 25 million views on YouTube. It was like K-Flock was on top of the world, but he was still doing drills. 6 days later, he was in a rental car with his boys.
I don't know if I ever heard it.
To his cousin D-Thang's building, the River Park Towers, spotting an op, shooting them on the Roberto Clemente Bridge. You'd think it would stop there, but no. The next week, undercovers pulled K-Flock over in Yonkers, finding a gun in his sock, which if you know New York laws, carries a 3 to 5 year sentence. The very next day, he was bragging about buying a new gun.
Yo, that's a lengthy one. Got booked for the chop, bought another one. What the fuck? What part do they learn?
You're thinking this might stop, and it will. Getting close to Christmas, on December 16th, 2021, K-Flock walked past the barbershop in Harlem early in the morning. Had a standoff with this man, pulled a pistol out, and shot him dead. The rapper in the city with the most buzz, caught on surveillance video, wearing designer clothing from head to toe, shooting a rival. And the shoes he's wearing in surveillance video that day are the same unreleased Jordans he was showing off for social media just a few days before. The craziest part is the guy Flock's booked for killing comes from a set in Harlem that have the same enemies that K-Flock has. Geographically, they have the same rivals. They both beef with YGs and Drillies. Flock began beefing with this set in Harlem called the OIs because one of their rappers, Eat Baby, was seen at a party smoking on Instagram Live with some YGs.
Yo, this shit, why do this shit got 300 views?
So Flock turned on them, gathered his posse, and made one of the coldest Bronx drill songs yet, called Brotherly Love. Riddled with disses towards this Harlem set, the OIs.
Niggas talking fuck he wanna do. He chill with them op niggas. Whatever they throw up, I'm dropping it too.
Shaike, the rapper,
yeah, I think trapgeek doing it. I don't know this.
So in turn, he would start beefing with Flock, and Flock would start beefing with him. Both of them releasing diss tracks, with Flock saying he was smoking on Shaike's dead father.
Free Flock. All y'all niggas music's doing bad now. Y'all need him, but free him, cause you know what we're gonna do. He gonna be the 5th dead DOA member.
Interestingly, just minutes before Flock pulled the trigger at that barber shop, killing the man, he had logged onto FaceTime to talk directly to his rivals, brandishing his gun. And he was filming at the exact same stoops where Eat Baby, the rapper from Harlem, had filmed a music video 1 year prior called Ready for War. Slowly, one by one, the Bronx was following the Brooklyn scene, with all their rappers getting wiped out by police indictments. 5 months later, the Drillies would get taken down in a massive RICO case, booking 20 people for murder, conspiracy, racketeering, and gang activity. Not even a month later, D-Thang, along with 22 of his guys from RPT, would get swept up as well. Then if you thought the scene
getting big in there though.
6 months later, the young rapper from Harlem, Eat Baby, would commit suicide, which has fans still wondering to this day.
Whoa. This just took a whole, what the fuck? What, huh? What the fuck? Hold on. What? Why did that just take a full ass turn like that? What?
Rapper from Harlem, Eat Baby, would commit suicide, which has fans still wondering to this day why that happened. Fast forward to this year, February 2023, and K-Flock, who was already sitting in prison for murder, would be one of 7 DOA members named in a federal indictment spanning from 2017 all the way to 2023. This is the New York drill scene in a nutshell. Every few years, a scene pops off from one of the boroughs, rappers make a huge wave, and then it all comes crashing down. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Yo, that better be soon, nigga. The fuck? 5 video. Yo, that shit just threw me into a loop, bro. That Eat Baby shit, bro. What? That shit just threw a whole loop. That shit came out. Okay. That's done.